The sky turned red. Birds stopped singing. A deep, unsettling silence fell upon the earth. Something was coming. From the sea, a mountain of scales emerged. Godzilla, the king of monsters, had returned. His roar shook the very foundations of the world. But he was not alone. A high-pitched screech echoed across the land. It chilled the bone and curdled the blood. From the forest, a nightmare emerged. Siren Head, the living nightmare, had arrived. The two titans faced each other, ready for a battle for the ages. The earth trembled in anticipation. Godzilla, ancient and powerful, was a force of nature. His atomic breath could level mountains. His hide was nearly impenetrable. He was the apex predator, the king of his domain. Siren Head was a creature of fear and confusion. Its emaciated form towered over the tallest trees. Its sirens wailed, broadcasting terror and despair. It was an enigma, an embodiment of primal fear. Their first encounter was a clash of titans. Godzilla, enraged by Siren Head's intrusion, unleashed his atomic breath. The forest ignited, consumed by the monstrous fire. Siren Head, unfazed, emitted a deafening siren blast. The sound waves rippled through the air, shaking Godzilla to his core. The battle had begun. The two titans clashed again and again. Each battle left the landscape scarred, transformed into a surreal wasteland. Cities crumbled, forests burned, the very air crackled with energy. Godzilla, used to physical confrontations, found himself disoriented by Siren Head's strange powers. The sonic assaults disoriented him, disrupting his attacks. He was a warrior, but this was a new kind of war. Siren Head, feeding on the terror it instilled, seemed to grow stronger with each encounter. Its movements were erratic, unpredictable. It was a phantom, a nightmare-given form. As the battles raged, the balance began to shift. Godzilla, wounded and exhausted, began to falter. Siren Head, its sirens growing louder, seemed to be gaining the upper hand. The final confrontation took place in the heart of a ruined metropolis. Buildings lay shattered, monuments to the destructive power of these titans. The air was thick with smoke and dust, the only sound the eerie wail of Siren Head's sirens. Godzilla, battered but unbroken, gathered his remaining strength. He charged, his roar a defiant challenge. Siren Head turned, its sirens reaching a deafening crescendo. It was now or never. Just as Godzilla was about to unleash his atomic breath, something unexpected happened. A flock of birds, startled by the commotion, flew directly into Siren Head's path. The sudden intrusion seemed to disrupt whatever power fueled the creature. Its form flickered, its wails becoming distorted and weak. Godzilla, sensing his opportunity, unleashed his fury. The atomic breath struck Siren Head with full force. There was a blinding flash, a deafening roar, then silence. When the dust settled, only Godzilla remained. The king of monsters, wounded but victorious, let out a triumphant roar. He had faced the nightmare and emerged victorious. For now, the world was safe. But for how long?